Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Therapiss. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I'm also here to announce that this is likely going to be the only episode for April, unless, I randomly just get some time because, as I've mentioned before in a previous episode, I am a little busy these days with exams that are pretty important to my life, so yeah, you probably won't be hearing from me much. Today I wanted to talk about the frustration of not being understood. How do I start this? You know that feeling when you get a mosquito bite and it swells up really badly, gets all itchy, and then you press your fingernails against it, and then you dig your nail through your skin again, but this time it's from a 90 degrees angle, so it makes like a little X, and you can feel your nail marks. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, thank you for relating to me, I guess. But if you don't, you probably think I'm a fucking weirdo. And if I were talking to another person explaining this thing that I do, and they just never had this experience, they wouldn't understand what I'm saying and why I do such a seemingly bizarre thing, and I'd feel frustrated. And I could continue to try and explain why I do this thing and how I do it, call some other people and see if they relate. But if everyone keeps turning me down, they're like, "No, I have no idea what you're doing. What's wrong with you? Why do you dig your nail through your bug bite?" Um, I'd be really frustrated, and I'd feel like a weirdo. People would say, "Oh, this kid's fucking weird. Like, why does he dig his like fingernails into things?" And I feel like we experience this, or maybe you don't. It's kind of ironic because I'm saying maybe we experience these feelings more often than not, but that could not be true for you guys. So maybe it's just me being a weirdo. Once again, some self aware bullshit there. But similarly, when we feel a certain way about something and we're not being understood by other people as to why we feel this way, you can get really frustrated. And this frustration, I've learned, is one of the most frustrating things in the world. For instance, let's say your favorite artist drops a new record and none of your friends really know this artist or are into them, and you don't really have anyone to share this excitement and joy with of hearing a new track or an album from your favorite artist. And that can get a little frustrating because you want to talk about it, right? It's like a big deal for you, but um, it just might not be their thing. Or on the opposite side of the spectrum, let's say your pet dies, which is, I imagine, like a heartbreaking thing. But I wouldn't know that because some people just never had pets, like me. And if none of your friends ever had pets, had a pet die, they probably would try to comfort you in some way, shape, or form, but you wouldn't feel quite understood, right? And yeah, you'd appreciate them saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry that your dog died," or "Is there anything we can do to make you feel better?" That's nice, but sometimes you just want someone who can genuinely understand your pain or happiness or whatever emotions you'd be going through. And the more I've been talking to new people, especially in my high school and real life, I found it quite hard to find someone that'll genuinely understand what you're going through at times. And even the closest people you have in your circle, people you get the most, I guess, open and vulnerable with, uh, they may not fully understand the things you're going through. And I found that this is due to an exaggerated sense of self importance in our human nature. And especially for people my age, who are high school students in their adolescent years. I feel like in these years, we often like think in a very self-focused manner where we think our experiences are unique and it's not understandable by others. It's like this weird dichotomy of wanting to be understood fully of your pain, but also being, I guess, too pretentious to admit that other people can understand that feeling sometimes. Because these years are defined by, in a way, searching for our own identity and who we are in the world. And we often mistake our problems as something others have difficulties understanding. In a weird sense, we almost don't want them to understand. We want to gatekeep these problems, even when you know damn well that it's probably healthier for you to be more open about it. It's like I want to be understood, but I also don't. And that creates conflict within yourselves. And when we don't want to be proven wrong that these problems are unique, we just kind of close our hearts to others and internalize this problem to make it your problem. You insert yourself into the equation when you really don't have to. And I'm guilty of this. I've been proven wrong over and over again. And I found it, I don't know, I just thought that was a really nice feeling. You could be doing so much better if you just found some other people that genuinely understands your problems and your feelings and can relate to in some way, shape, or form. I think that's why the internet's like a great place because there's always going to be someone like you, right? No matter how fucking retarded you think your ass is, there is going to be like some other person who's had the same problem. And hearing their stories can just validate your experiences and feelings so much more. Uh, and I don't know, I just really wanted to talk about that today. I just want this to be a reminder that if you're going through some things that I obviously will not inquire much more on, you're not going through it alone, and you should seek help, even if in like the slightest sense that you feel like you have a problem you can't resolve yourself. And go like find some stories of people online who's went through similar things. I promise it'll help you a lot. And I just wanted to talk about that, I guess. That was it. Um, this has been Therapiss, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your night. Good night.